What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Entertainment Highlights. I'm your host, Daniel. A lot of new movies released in the month of July, and I have a rundown for a lot of them, plus new trailers, not just for movies and shows, but video games. So let's jump right into those reviews. Before jumping into the July reviews, I have one last June movie to review. Elemental is Disney and Pixar's latest movie. In a city where fire, water, land, and air residents live together, a fiery woman named Ember and a water guy named Wade discover how much they actually have in common and begin to fall in love. This is Pixar's first love story since WALL-E many years ago. I believe this is a very underrated film. I love the dynamic between Ember and Wade, and the animation is spectacular. I thought it was a very nice film to see at the theaters, and was suitable for all ages, and should have deserved more recognition than it got. The film will release on digital and DVD soon, but no word yet for Disney+. On to our July reviews. I'm starting out with a new hit movie of the summer, Barbie. Barbie and Ken are living the perfect life in the perfect Barbie land. However, when they get a chance to visit the real world, they soon discover the joys and perils of living amongst humans. This movie has a star-studded cast, including Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, Will Ferrell, Simu Liu, and many, many more. I enjoyed this movie when I watched it for the first time, but it was not a movie for me. It was a good movie, just not one of my personal favorites. But don't let that discourage you from seeing the film. There were a lot of great parts to the film, such as Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling's portrayal of the characters, and the songs including Dance the Night Away and I'm Just Ken. Those songs have been stuck in my head since I first heard them. The film was also promoted beside Oppenheimer, the story of the man who created the first nuclear bomb. Together, the two films became a sensation around social media, being called Barbenheimer. July 21st became a big day for the theaters as many fans went to see the double feature of both films. Currently, Barbie has just hit $1 billion, but the question is, will it pass the Super Mario Bros. Movie and become the highest grossing film of 2023?
'Cause I'm just Ken, anywhere else I'd be a 10. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility? I'm just Ken, where I see love she sees a friend. What will it take for her to see the man behind the tent and fight for me? I'm just Ken, and I'm enough, and I'm great at doing stuff. So hey, check me out, yeah, I'm just Ken, baby. I'm just Ken. I'll see you on the Malibu beach.
Grim Grinning Ghosts come out to socialize after Disney's latest movie. On July 28th, Disney released The Haunted Mansion. In the film, a woman and a son enlist a crew of spiritual experts to help rid their home of supernatural beings. The film stars Lakeith Stanfield, Rosario Dawson, Owen Wilson, Tiffany Haddish, Danny DeVito, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Jared Leto. The film was very, very cool. I like all of the supernatural suspense and the creepiness of the mansion and the ghosts. The film was funny and it had a lot of heart, especially with Stanfield's character, Ben's background. The actors were all great in their roles, especially Stanfield, who stood out above everyone. Jared Leto as a Hatbox Ghost was also awesome and creepy at the same time. This film is definitely a great watch to check out at the theater and is worth a night at the movies. I dedicate this next review to my grandfather, who had passed away at the beginning of March. Finally, my most anticipated movie of the summer was by far my favorite. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 follows Ethan Hunt and his IMF team as they try and track down a terrifying new weapon, which is secretly an AI supercomputer, before it falls into the wrong hands and threatens the entire world. With this very serious threat, Ethan must realize nothing is more important than stopping this foe, even the lives of his team. The movie stars the adventurous Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Rebecca Ferguson, Ving Rhames, and Simon Pegg. The movie was jaw-dropping from start to finish. The huge reveals and deaths, the terrifying but incredible stunts pulled off by Cruise, just everything made this movie awesome. The acting was also very good. I love the interaction between Hunt and his IMF team, and Cruise and Atwell had great chemistry. My favorite stunt by far was Cruise jumping off the cliff on his motorcycle. You don't want to miss this film, so definitely check it out on the big screen while you still can.
Ethan, what's your objective? What's your ultimate objective?
Your life will always matter more to me than my own.
None of our lives can matter more than this mission.
I don't accept that.
Moving on to some trailer news, we got a first look at Timothée Chalamet's upcoming movie, Wonka. Following a young Willy Wonka, we see how Wonka became the chocolate maker we all know today. In the trailer, we can see Chalamet is dressed very similar to Gene Wilder's version of the character. We also see him meeting the Oompa Loompas, one of which is played by Hugh Grant. The film also stars Keegan-Michael Key and Sally Hawkins. Wonka releases in theaters this Christmas.
Mark my words! This is gonna be the greatest chocolate shop the world has ever seen!
The official trailer dropped for 20th Century Studios' A Haunting in Venice. Based on Agatha Christie's Halloween Party, this new film will follow Hercule Poirot as he attends a seance. When one of the guests is murdered, Poirot is thrown into a world of secrets and must catch the killer before someone else's life is claimed. The film stars Kenneth Branagh as Hercule Poirot, as well as Tina Fey, Michelle Yeoh, and Jamie Dornan. While I'm not a fan of horror movies, this one looks creepy and exciting. I really enjoy these murder mysteries made from Christie's books, so I hope I enjoy this one as much as the other films. The film drops in theaters on September 15th.
Something in this house tried to kill me.
Don't look at me like I'm a suspect. We're old friends.
Every murderer is somebody's old friend. No one shall leave until I find if the living have been killed by the dead. You have been hiding here all this time.
Who are you talking to?
While I don't talk about too many video games, there's one video game coming out in October that I cannot wait to play. Spider-Man 2 is a sequel to the popular PlayStation games Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. The sequel will follow Peter and Miles navigating the next steps in their personal lives, while also dealing with an assortment of villains. Among these villains include the mercenary, Kraven the Hunter, and the symbiote Venom, which bonds to Peter and alters his personality, threatening to hurt his personal relationships. The Spider-Man games are some of my favorite games to play on the PS5. The storyline, the gameplay, everything about the games makes it not too hard to enjoy. The storyline behind the new game also sounds very intriguing, especially with Venom. From the trailer, a lot of previous questions could be answered from the first two games, such as Harry Osborn returning. I'm very excited to play this new adventure and can't wait to see what happens next to Peter and Miles. Finally, we got an official trailer for Ahsoka, and I'm already dying to see this new show. Ahsoka will follow Ahsoka and the Ghost Crew, featuring Sabine, Hera, and Chopper, on the hunt for Ezra Bridger, the lost Jedi who disappeared with the evil Grand Admiral Thrawn. In the latest trailer, we got a lot of new scenes that shows how jam-packed the series will be. We learned that Ahsoka was Sabine's master for a while, and we got to see Sabine dueling against Shin Hati, one of the new villains. We also got the first look at Grand Admiral Thrawn himself, and he looks incredible. The lightsaber duels, the starship chases, everything in this season looks so awesome. The series officially drops on August 23rd with a 2-episode premiere.
Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Buckle up.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain.
You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
While editing this latest episode, 2 new pieces of content dropped that I had to review. On Wednesday, August 9th, Disney released all of the episodes for the 4th and final season of High School Musical, the musical, the series. In the season, the East High Drama Club returns to school to learn they will be putting on a stage adaptation of High School Musical 3 senior year. Meanwhile, Disney has decided to begin production on the long-awaited High School Musical 4, The Reunion at the school, with the students set to be extras in the film. The season stars Joshua Bassett, Sophia Riley, and Kate Reinders, with guest stars including Corbin Bleu, Monique Coleman, Bart Johnson, and Allison Reed. This season included a lot of the classic music from High School Musical 3, including Now or Never and A Night to Remember, and featured many new songs, such as Dreams Don't Die and High School Reunion. I thought this was a very well done final season. It had many twists and surprises and a lot of great songs. Everyone performed their roles very well, especially Joshua and Sophia for Ricky and Gina. They had amazing chemistry throughout the whole season, and I liked them as a couple over Ricky and Nene. My only flaw with the season was the guest stars. I'm not talking about how Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, and Ashley Tisdale weren't in the season, but how small the guest star parts were. Corbin Bleu and Lucas Grabeel, 2 of the guest stars, were only in 1 episode. It was played to be this big season with these guest stars, but the only guest star with a bigger role in the season was Allison Reed as Miss Darvis. Still, it was a great end to the series, and I will miss this show. All seasons are now streaming on Disney+.
High School Musical, who says we have to let it go? It's the best part we've ever known. Step into the future, but hold on to High School Musical. Let's celebrate where we come from. The friends who've been there all along, just like now we finally realize who we are. It just took some time. We had to live and to learn to see the truth. That nothing's ever impossible. Into the future we all free fall. But forever we'll always have high school. High School Musical. Let's celebrate where we come from. The friends who've been there all along. Oh yeah. High School Musical. We celebrate where we come from.
We also got the first official trailer for the 2nd season of Marvel's most popular Disney Plus show, Loki. In this latest season, Loki will team up with Mobius to navigate an ever-expanding and very dangerous multiverse to track down Sylvie, Judge Renslayer, Miss Minutes, and to defeat Kang variants before a multiversal war could begin. The season will see the return of Tom Hiddleston and Owen Wilson as Loki and Mobius, as well as Sophia DiMartino, Jonathan Majors, and Ke Huy Quan. Throughout the trailer, we can see Loki glitching, similarly to the Spider-Man in Across the Spider-Verse, throughout different universes into the past and present, so who knows where Loki could end up next. Loki is one of my favorite Disney Plus shows, so I can't wait to see him return when Loki premieres on October 6th.
But how do you choose? Who lives? And who dies?
Make the hard choice.
It's him.
You better run!
War is on its way. Come on, you're the god of mischief. Always have been. Always will be.
Thanks for watching this latest episode of Entertainment Highlights. Tune in next time for my review of Gran Turismo. Until next time, that's all, folks.